What's up, guys? Today we're going to take a look at the Companion from MoraKniv. Alright guys, today we have the Companion by MoraKniv. This is the carbon steel version. They also make a stainless steel version. You can pick up both for around $17 retail typically. You have a 8.8 inch overall length with a 4.1 inch blade, which is 2 millimeters thick. Comes with a hard plastic molded sheath and really nothing fancy. It's got a nice belt clip and a drain hole in it to keep water from filling it up if you get caught out in the rain. Grip is just hard plastic with a rubberized coating. Nice and solid construction. Good grip to it. Alright, so now we're going to go over the fit, finish, and factory edge on this knife. Now, full disclosure, I've had this knife for several years and it's a little beat up, so it would typically be in a little bit better condition than this when you first get it out of the box. As I recall, it had a perfect mirror finish on it. At no point have I had any issues with this getting loose and wobbly. Everything's nice and tight and snug. Handle hasn't cracked, split, warped, anything at all like that. It's been pretty good. You will notice, I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but it is unfinished along the spine. I don't know if these were cut out with a water jet or stamped out or exactly what they're due to manufacture these, but they didn't grind or polish that any at all. I have sharpened it since I got it, so with the edge on it is not the factory edge, but the edge it came with, as I recall, was razor sharp. It had no issues at all. It's still razor sharp now. I have no difficulty keeping it sharp. Alright, for the actual performance review part of this test, I'm going to slice some paper for you guys. So you can see that the knife is sharp. Then we're going to take and slice a couple pieces of rope. And kind of designed this test just thinking of how the knife is going to perform for various basic bushcraft type tests. You see a lot of people on YouTube absolutely beating the crap and deliberately breaking knives, which my personal belief is that if you deliberately break something, it will in fact break. So we're not going to do that today. We're going to focus more on what I think is personally a little bit more realistic assessment. Alright, made short work of that. Alright, so after all that cutting and batoning, well, our edge is definitely taking some damage. But, yeah, there's a rough spot in there, but it's still slicing that paper pretty good. Yeah, right about there. Right in here is a rough spot on the blade. All in all, for a $17 knife, that's not bad. So it turns out that my high dollar professional setup, this smartphone on a stick here that I've got for recording, can't actually pick up ferro rod strikes in daylight. So we're going to try this again. So it'll definitely strike a ferro rod off of the spine. I'd say that's about medium. Normally at this point I would try to light a fire for you guys, but it's dry as hell out here and a little bit windy, so I'm worried about burning the whole place down. Alright, so to sum up this video, we have basically what I would call vanilla done right. Very small, plain, bare bones knife that pretty much does everything. I mean, it's not going to be a substitute for an axe. You're not going to be chopping down trees with it, but for a little belt knife, it's everything you need, nothing you don't. I was pretty surprised that, you know, that wasn't a large piece of wood that I batoned with it, but this is not a heavy built knife. It is not full tang. It just has a little thin rat tail in here that's just held in place with epoxy, and it's not loose, it's not cracking. I weld on it pretty good. I mean, it's still solid as can be. Struck a ferro rod a lot better than I expected it to. I mean, it's not a freaking flamethrower by any means, but it's enough to light some prepared tinder. I don't think you could, you know, light damp cedar bark or anything else with it, but you could certainly do cattail fluff or something like that with it, no problems. So yeah, for $17, it's a great little belt knife. I would definitely not think twice about picking one up. Alright guys, like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more of it.